Rest Center in Green Bay tonight. Men's college basketball between the Pacific Tigers and the Green Bay Phoenix. Hello again, everyone. Alongside Cordero Barkley, I'm Bill Scott. Good to have you along here this evening. The Tigers of Pacific make the journey from Stockton, California. They've got some issues with their basketball team right now, 1-7. There's an academic violation that has meant a new head coach, at least on an interim basis, with Mike Burns. And the players just trying to keep the pieces together and trying to get things rolling here as they finish up non-conference play and get into conference play, which will come in their next outing. TJ Wallace is one player that they count on heavily. There's been a lot of balanced scoring, but he's as consistent as they come.
Yeah, TJ Wallace, a 6'3" junior guard from Stockton, California. He has really been playing at a very high level. Can get it done in a variety of ways, but likes to shoot to three, can get hot, a very streaky shooter. But he's a big guard that rebounds as well, averaging 13.3 points per game plus 5 rebounds.
For the Green Bay Phoenix, Jordan Faust has been Mr. Everything. This Green Bay basketball team has had 9 days off since their last game, so they try to knock the rust off. Faust has not had that issue. He has been outstanding right from the starting gun.
Yes, he's been hot. He's a walking triple-double. I mean, the kid can flat out play the Racine, Wisconsin native. Jordan Faust coming off multiple games of double-doubles. I mean, he's averaging a double-double, averaging 12.2 plus 10 rebounds, and shooting right now over the last 2 games, shooting over 70% from 3. So he's a guy that gets it done on the defensive end and has really elevated his game offensively.
Faust also the reigning Horizon League Player of the Week. College basketball coming your way tonight from the Rest Center. It's the Green Bay Phoenix playing host to Pacific here at the Rest Center. Here are the starting lineups for tonight's game for Pacific. TJ Wallace, talking about him on the early portion of his season, along with Alec, Buko, Jacob Lankin, and Ray Bowles. There is one lineup change for Green Bay. Leo Small, he didn't start at guard, replaced Anthony Brown, so that's the lineup change. It'll be Small, Jordan Faust, Carrington Love, Charles Cooper, and Kenneth Lowe. Cordero Barkley, your thoughts on this basketball game tonight? A Phoenix team that finally, after a very busy start to the season, all of a sudden 9 days off, and you get to work on a lot of the things you couldn't work on the road.
Absolutely. This is a chance for them to kind of build on some of the momentum they've had. They've won 4 out of their last 5. They've played some pretty tough competition. You look at this Pacific team, they're better than their record says they are. So I always say you are what your record says you are, but they've had 3 games decided by 3 points or less. So this should be a good game on paper. It'll be interesting to see who may be rusty or will Pacific be tired from the travel. No, you can definitely see them coming together as a team. They're learning Coach Darner's system. I think Coach Darner is adjusting to no matter what you say, he had a high level of success at the Division II level. D1 is a little bit of a different beast, and I think he's adjusting. So it'll be interesting to see as they continue to grow heading into conference what they can do. Now you got the Gonzaga Zags out there. I mean, you got San Francisco, home of the great Bill Russell. There's some good basketball being played out there. And this is the matchup Coach Darner wanted, Khalil Small on Wallace. And the Phoenix already doing what they do well, averaging over 10 steals per game. Come up with one there.
Cooper on the drive to the basket.
And if that's the case coming into this facility here, Green Bay will have a field day because they're one of the best teams in the nation at creating turnovers. And Jordan Faust lucky there, trying to force the issue a little bit in traffic. Tigers able to come up with a deflection, but Ken Lowe there for the gather and gets fouled on the way up.
Struggles early on. Second one back down too strong. Missed them both. Rebound to the Tigers.
And again, Ken Lowe, percentage-wise, he's in practice. You see him make 7, 8 in a row, and just in the games, he seems to have a mental block. And that was great pick and pop action on that right wing. Lampkin able to create some space and hit the shot.
Small on the drive. Khalil kicks, but he's fouled on the way in. So the Phoenix will inbound. Minute 45 into this one. It's all squared at 2. Pass was intended for Faust, but saved by Lowe. Kicks out high for a long 3. Carrington Love dialing long distance.
Yeah, Carrington Love stepped into that one, and he felt like he knew it was good as soon as it left his hands from about NBA range as well.
21st 3 of the season for Carrington Love. There's a 3 in the corner. Bowles, and he answers.
Yeah, and Phoenix tried to run Kenneth Lowe at the guard. And that didn't work. That was an open court trap.
Faust traveled.
And that's a good call. Faust again trying to go through 2 people. Create some space, not able to get it.
Phoenix going to put some full court pressure on, see if they can add to the turnover numbers for the Tigers. And that's a travel on the baseline. Bowles knew he did it once he did it, but he forgot that he had to maintain his spot. It was not after a made basket on the inbound.
And I've played in 130-plus college basketball games. I've watched another, however many I've watched. I've never seen that happen in a game before.
Rebound, Cooper goes strong, no good. Khalil Small went up for the board, couldn't come down, and here comes Bowles the other way in transition, all the way to the basket, and he's bumped on the way in by Kenny Lowe, and a foul called on Green Bay.
And no one able to contain the ball. And Bowles does a great job of taking advantage of that transition defense, or lack thereof. Creates the foul, and Ken Lowe gets the block, but Bowles is to the line. Ray
Bowles, 82% at the stripe, a 6'5" sophomore from Modesto, California. His free throw is good. He comes in averaging 11.9 points a game. Off to a pretty good start in this one. Second one is good. So it's a 7-5 Tigers lead. Kenny Lowe on the baseline, works inside, reverses direction, goes glassing in.
Big time footwork by Ken Lowe in the post, using the up and under. Takes the contacts and puts it in.
Finally get the inbound into Wallace. And TJ lets everybody clear. That was almost a 5 count.
Yeah, it was pretty close.
And Wallace just threw it into the Phoenix bench.
Yeah, the lefty not able to convert that pass to Bowles on that right wing and just throws it straight out of bounds. No deflection or anything. I felt like Bowles thought it was going to get deflected.
7-7 our score. Jordan Faust, kind of a jack of all trades as he brings the ball up. Love off the screen, left the 3-banger short, and the rebound comes down to Lampkin. Wallace into the front court. TJ quickly doubled, almost stolen, and they called a foul on Carrington Love from behind.
Yeah, Carrington Love, one of the best thieves in the entire nation, goes for that one but gets called for the foul.
Turner Bott's going to check into the lineup for Green Bay, and Jordan Faust is out. And here comes Anthony Brown as well for Khalil Small.
And that's an early substitution for Jordan Faust. Coach Darner must have saw something he didn't like or just wanted Jordan to get the reset.
Wallace works on Brown in the front court. Down low, Lampkin spins, baseline up and under. Nice move.
Yeah, that's some big time footwork. The step action. Lampkin able to lift Ken low, get around him and put it in for 2. That's a big time move, Bill.
Pacific up 2. Cooper kicks to Botts into the corner. Now they go to Brown. Botts has performed much better coming off the bench. He started early. Low with 8. Jumper. Left it a little short, and the rebound comes down to Wallace. TJ on the run. Into the corner they go to Bowles. Little give and go. Back out high, Wallace. Now 3 from the right side. Shot is no good by Kobre. Rebound put back up and in by Vuko.
Yeah, there's 3 standing around looking at as Vuko put that one in.
Jumper by Cooper from the right side for the Phoenix. Back to within 2.
Vuko. Excuse me. And I like the pace of this game. Both teams getting up and down and getting some quality looks early here.
Wallace drives all the way to the basket, now kicks out high. And now everybody wanted the first travel, and TJ Wallace got called for the walk and couldn't believe it. Timeout on the floor. 15:06 to play here in the first half. The Tigers of Pacific out to an 11-9 lead. You're watching Phoenix basketball on ESPN3.
Have your next event at the Meadows Green Bay. Banquets, weddings, conferences, catering. The Meadows is located right off I-43 on Kepler Drive. The Meadows is connected to the Country Inn and Suites Green Bay East, so you can have your guests stay right there for your event at the Meadows.
Yeah, I could not hear
we pride
you.
ourselves in superior service that comes with years of experience and a commitment to making your event perfect. We offer wonderful food, rooms of all sizes, for events of all kinds. The Meadows Green Bay, because getting it right is what we do. Visit us on the web at meadowsevents.com.
I will spend hours in the gym when no one is watching. I will take nothing for granted. I will continue the rise.
Stuart C. Mills Sr. was a man of honesty, integrity, and family values. Mills Fleet Farm honors him with our Founders Day celebration. Get a $20 gift card when you buy $100 worth of Carhartt clothing. Milwaukee M12 tools are on sale. Your choice, just $99. Ranger winter boots for the entire family are 25% off. The Presto stainless steel dual basket Pro Fry is $59.99. And check out fleetfarm.com for free shipping offers now.
Back at the Rush Center in Green Bay, 11-9 our score. Pacific out to the early 2-point lead. It's been pretty even, Steven, back and forth in the first segments.
And you're seeing both teams, they feel like they came in with a comfort level of each other. Got Pacific, they're shooting 67% from the floor, 4 for 6, and Phoenix shooting 50%. Both teams getting quality looks.
Into the game for Green Bay, Tevin Finley. Karen Cantor. Faust is back in, along with Brown and Botts. Trap in the backcourt, almost a steal. Elias Theodorou into the lineup for Pacific. Finley had it slapped away out of bounds by Wallace, and Green Bay gets it back with 14 to shoot.
Yeah, you saw Pacific come out of the timeout in a full court or three-quarter court 1-2-2 trapping press. Almost forced a turnover.
It looks like they're in a matchup zone right now. And a three from the left corner is Turner Botts.
Yeah, that's a big hit. It's always a good thing when Turner Botts can see one go in early. That was great patience by this Phoenix team too. Worked it all the way down to the end of the shot clock and made Pacific play for that zone, pay for playing that zone.
Phoenix with a 1-point lead. Wallace, step back jumper, no good. Botts with a rebound.
That was a good move by TJ Wallace. First shot of the game.
Botts again with a three off the feed from Finley, and it's 2 in a row, and a quick timeout called. A 30-second timeout by Pacific. And boy, do you love to see Turner Botts get off to that kind of start.
Well, yeah, he's a stretch forward. I mean, he's a kid that can take you off the dribble if you're slower than you, and if you're not going to come out and close out, he can and is capable and able to hit the three. And you see him there, late hand. He's going to get that off, and the odds are it's going in. He's had to work through a little bit of a slump to start the season, but as the last few games, he has really shot the ball well.
Great move by Finley there to just run through. As he was running through, he knew he was acting as the screen. He kicks to a wide open Botts, and Turner knew what to do with it. 6 straight for the Phoenix. They lead at 15-11 by 4. And Pacific will face full court pressure again.
And it's always nice when you can bring in bench production. Definitely helps eases the load on the first 5.
Inbound comes to Wallace, and they'll just let everything clear out. TJ, our featured player for Pacific on the pregame, pretty much handles this offense. Kobre out high with 15 to shoot. Wallace fires a long 3, left it short, no good, and make that Faust with a rebound. Faust up ahead to Finley. Finley drives and kicks. Into the corner they go. Faust back to Finley. Tevin fires a 3, an air ball, and Theodorou came down with a rebound.
That was great ball movement. Tevin Finley just a little strong on that corner 3.
Now Finley 7 of 9 from three-point range on the season coming into that shot. There's a drive to the basket. Bowles with the miss. Kept alive though. Lampkin, right hand, hook shot no good. Ball loose on the floor, and this time Brown comes up with it. Quickly up ahead to Faust. Faust fakes the shot and will get an offensive foul. As Kobre takes the charge, and Faust with the turnover.
Yeah, and Faust did not feel like they were set before he went up. And we'll see it here. Yeah, he's got an argument. You can't slide into position.
He's outside of the arc, but I thought he was moving too, partner.
Yep. And Faust had 230, 6'7", 6'8". Makes TJ Wallace pay the price for being in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah, Wallace didn't feel too good. DJ Ursery into the game, taking the ball inbounds. Malik Haynes as well on the dribble. Haynes leads this Pacific team in assists. Haynes to Ursery. Ursery drives, forgot the basketball. Finley just traveled and got away with it.
Double dribble, travel, carry. All the above. Refs didn't call it, didn't happen.
Well, there was so much traffic, they lost sight of him. You and I saw it, though. But we'll take it, won't we?
Oh, yeah. They ain't going to that possession.
Brown splits the D to Faust. Jordan kicks down low. Nice pass up and underneath by Finley.
Jordan Faust with the Magic Johnson-like pass. in traffic to Tevin Finley. And Tevin Finley did a great job there of using the rim as an additional defender to avoid the block.
Link Darner working the officials for a push-off by Haynes. Second time he's done that with no call. Now they reverse ball, left side. That's David Taylor into the lineup as well, and there's a turnover. Here comes Brown into the front court. Avery to Finley. Finley on the drive, and he's fouled and will shoot. No, they say it's down before the shot. If you're not going to give continuation there, well, you and I think the same thing, don't we?
Yeah, that should be definitely a shooting foul.
11:57 to play. Timeout on the floor. 17-11. Green Bay in charge at the moment. You're watching Phoenix basketball on ESPN3. Now, back at the Rest Center. Pacific and Green Bay. The Phoenix lead it by 6. Field goals for Pacific, 0 for their last 4, 1 for their last 6, with a 3-minute and 39-second scoring drought. The Phoenix with a 10-0 run over the last 3 minutes and 32 seconds.
Yeah, that's been fueled by the bench. You got Turner Botts off the bench with 6 points, and you also have Tevin Finley, who stepped in and added a 2. So it's been 8-0 in favor of the Phoenix.
Green Bay's bench and subsequently the bench of Pacific as well has not been able to sustain the start that the starters have had. Small back into the lineup for Green Bay. Yeah, so is Carrington Love and Karam Cantor.
You see Pacific here in a extended 3-2 zone. Just trying to change it up.
Down low they go. Faust doubled, throws it up, hit the rim, draws a new shot clock, but the rebound is pulled down by Pacific. Taylor into the front court now, holds it out high. Yeah. Right side to Haynes. Haynes, Theodoru, bounce pass down low, had it stolen. Cantor comes up with a loose ball. Another Pacific turnover.
Yeah, Jordan Faust with another deflection that led to that steal. That's just a poor post pass.
Cantor. And there's a turnover by Green Bay. Boy, I tell you, Haynes had a chance to pick that up. Somehow he comes away with it anyway. Haynes spins inside, kicks out high now. Taylor had the three-point look, wouldn't take it. Now he will. And he off to the side and badly off the mark, and the rebound to Botts.
And that's one of those shots where you go, if you're Taylor, why didn't you just take the first look?
Yeah. Well, now you know why he didn't take the first one.
Yeah.
Didn't have any confidence. And Love on the drive to the basket is fouled by Malik Haynes. Into the lineup for Pacific is Vuko.
You see Carrington Love selling the foul a little bit, but he's got about 20 pounds on Haynes.
Kenny Lowe. Hurdle. Missed the lay-in opportunity on the pass inbounds as he just checked into the game.
And he's a real athletic kid. That's one he has to convert.
Feed down low, shot badly missed. The putback by Anthony Towns. He missed 2 down low. Still a 6-point lead. Neither team has put anything in the basket for the last 2 minutes. And Small is hit on the arm, and he'll shoot 2.
And that's the second shot they've had, or foul they've had. Like they fouled Kenneth Lowe early in the game on a shot like that, and then you had Khalil Small shooting a 19-footer, 20-footer, and you tap him on the arm. Give him opportunity at free points. That's a shot that you would, hey, if you make that consistently and beat us, we'll live with that. The mid-range game is a lost art in the college game.
Khalil Small, 78% at the free throw line, makes 1 out of 2. And the rebound to Towns. Haynes into the front court. Pacific needs a basket in a bad way. And Haynes, they'll call a blocking foul, I believe, on Small. TJ Wallace going to check back in for David Taylor. Inbound to Wallace. Haynes lost it, and they say last touch by Green Bay.
And another deflection for Khalil Small. That was a good action with the weak side flare. He's not able to convert it.
Wallace takes the inbound.
I tell you what, Pacific runs some good baseline out of bounds action, but no one's screening, no one's touching the sole on these screens. Allowing the Phoenix to fight through every screen. A good job by the Phoenix to fight through them.
Ursery with a push off and an offensive foul called. And another turnover for Pacific.
And that's a good call. Referee right on top of that one. Coach Darner's been asking for it all game, but from Haynes, not from Ursery.
Small drives baseline to the basket. He goes, hangs in the air. Couldn't get it to fall, though, and Towns comes down with a rebound for Pacific. Haynes in the traffic, left it short on the glass. Rebound pulled out by Hurdle. Small had his pass slapped away and now stolen from Hurdle. And the other way, Ursery with the dunk, and that breaks a long drought. They had missed 7 straight shots. In a drought of 6 minutes and 16 seconds between points.
And that was a great job of using the deflection. Carrington Love bangs the 3 with the answer for the dunk. Ursery using the deflection to get in transition and dunk that home, but Carrington Love with the answer. And he has really shot the ball well this year. It's been fun to watch him have the opportunity with Kiefer Sykes leaving the program, now with the San Antonio Spurs organization. Him being able to step up and elevate his game to the level that he has.
2 for 2 from three-point range tonight. Trapped in the corner. Still a double team going on. Pacific, Wallace got to the basket, but then ran through Hurdle, who stood there and took the charge. And after all that, a turnover by Pacific.
And Hurdle, they say he was outside the line. He might have had 1 foot inside the red, but they give it to him. Great job of being in the weak side help position and taking it right in the chest. I mean, that's one thing. It's one thing to go up and get a block, but to sacrifice your body, knowing you're going to take that punishment.
Hurdle did not play at all in the last game against Toledo. Getting some minutes here already in the first half in this game.
And he's a very athletic kid.
Goes to the basket and lays it in.
And there it is. You see it on display. Has the ability to post in the mid-range, in the mid-post, and can shoot the 3.
Well, you can bet after not playing a single second in that Toledo game that he went to practice over the last 8 days, 9 days, and said, you know what? It's not very fun sitting on the bench. I'll work a little harder. Shot from the corner. 3-ball good. Alec Kobre.
Kobre. Great job of reading the screen.
Carrington Love answers with one of his own. May have been bumped afterwards. No call, and it's The third three for Love, 26-16.
And I love Coach Darner. Coach Darner loves that he shot that shot, but he goes, you got to do it on this end too. So he's chasing Kobre off of these screens, and he got it done on that possession.
Kobre on the miss, but Pacific was able to save. Good hustle by Vuko. Haynes on the dish, down low to Vuko, a no-look pass.
That was a great pass. Haynes able to get into the middle again. It's Love.
Step back three, and he is on fire.
Well, we know it's been pretty mild outside in Green Bay temperature-wise, but it's hot inside of the rest right now. Carrington Love is bringing the heat from three.
He came into the game making 39% of the threes, and there is an easy, nice backdoor cut. Hurdle didn't see it in time, and Vuko with another two.
And you see these guys getting a little tired, too. They've had a good stretch of basketball.
Kenny Lowe, and a blocking foul is called against Pacific, and Lowe will go to the basket, the free throw line to shoot two when we return. First, a timeout on the floor with 6:19 left here in the first half. It's the Phoenix on top of Pacific, 29-20. You're watching Phoenix basketball on ESPN3.
Red Barn Family Farms milk is a post-workout recovery drink for Phoenix athletes. We believe the healthiest cows make the best milk. Our family farms are hand-selected for meeting stringent standards of animal health and milk quality. The result? Award-winning cheese and premium milk. Clean, wholesome, and delicious.
Red Barn Family Farm chocolate milk. It's the healthy choice.
Red Barn Family Farms is a proud sponsor of Phoenix Athletics. Long live the family farm. Red Barn Family Farms, Appleton, Wisconsin.
Menominee Casino Resort. Take the fun with you.
Red Barn Family.
Back at the Rest Center, 29-20, Green Bay with a lead. I'm Bill Scott, Cordero Barkley alongside. Good to have you with us. Tomorrow night we'll be over on the women's side at the Crest Center as Green Bay plays host to Loyola. Should be a good game. Cheryl Swoops brings her Loyola ball club into the Crest Center tomorrow night. We hope you can join us for that one.
Yeah, Carrington Love right now is on fire. And funny thing is, we had a conversation with him earlier last week. He was talking about how he hasn't really shot it well at the Rest Center, and I wouldn't say that's the case tonight, Bill.
Carrington Love with 12 points at the moment. And Kenny Lowe is now 0 for 3 at the free throw line. Love came into the game hitting 39% of Green Bay's three-point baskets. And that mark will likely go up. And both free throws no good. You hate to see Kenny go through that because now it's just going to start to get mental again.
Yeah, absolutely. After you've missed 4 in a row, it's tough to kind of break through that. And Pacific came out and tried to run America's play with the double high post ball or high post screen for the shooter. Not able to do it.
On the drive to the basket, had it slapped away and lost out of bounds, but last touch by Green Bay. Botts comes in. He had a couple of those three-point baskets early on. And Kenny Lowe will sit down. Green Bay entered one of the worst free throw shooting teams in the country. Timeout called, a good move. The ball was off of Haynes' foot, and he was about to lose it out of bounds, and he had the presence of mind to get possession and call timeout right in front of us, and the official gave it to him, and that was a good move on Haynes' part. But the one thing that Green Bay has done with their aggressive style of play is they get to the free throw line about coming into tonight about 50 to 60 times more than their opponents.
Yeah. And,
so even though you shoot a lower percentage, if you still get more opportunities, you're still going to score more points.
Yeah, and you see they put up the Horizon League standards right now. This conference is going to be just brutal for all of these teams. I mean, they're going to get out and compete. But back to your point about the free throw shooting, if they were shooting a higher percentage, one of the key statistics that a lot of coaches look for, and Coach Donner specifically likes to look at, is free throw margin, and then are you making more free throws than your opponents are attempting? So are you getting to the free throw line without fouling? And the Phoenix have done a good job of that. If they were shooting a higher percentage, they would actually make more free throws than their opponents have attempted.
Another no look by Haynes, and Lampkin pats his chest at my fault. It was pretty hot, but
yeah,
you still, if you want those opportunities from your point guard, you better catch them, right?
Yeah, absolutely. That was a spoon-fed layup. And now you see the Pacific in the zone again.
Cooper, baseline three, no good. Botts with a putback up and in. Nobody boxed him out, coming from all the way out high.
And that's one part of Turner Botts' game that's very underrated. Is his ability to rebound the basketball offensively and defensively in traffic.
Botts has 8 points here in the first half. Kick to Kobre, down to Bowles, 15 to shoot. Vuko out high, lob to Lampkin, and stolen on the back end is Brown. Anthony up ahead to Carrington Love, fakes the three, now takes one dribble left and left it short and left, and the rebound comes down to Haynes. Haynes trying to dribble through traffic, dishes down low. Bowles could not handle the feed on a turnover, and Bowles knows he had a layup if he catches it.
Yeah, and yeah, coach yelling at Haynes. I thought that was a good play.
Botts had 10 points each of the last two games, which tied career highs. So he's at 8. Good chance to set a new career high here tonight. Carrington Love, and we'll get a foul on Haynes on the block. And the Phoenix are shooting free throws. That's team foul number 9. So the next foul for the rest of the half will be double bonus time.
And that's a heads-up play by a senior guard, right? The experience of Carrington Love, understanding that he's made 4 threes, hot closeout with the hand-checking rules in play. Put it on the deck and see what I can get.
And that's a rare miss at the free throw line by Carrington Love, although he comes in only 63%. That's a number for him that should be better. And
yes.
I'm sure, and I trust it will be before the season is out.
Yeah, he puts in the time in and outside of practice working on his craft.
Bulls loses the dribble, tries to get it down to Theodorou and threw it away, and another Pacific turnover.
And this is, as a coach, this is what I wouldn't like to see, is my guys pout after a mistake. You know, Bowles threw it out of bounds, and he's pouting and feeling bad for himself. Just come back on the other end and find a way to get a stop.
13 turnovers for Pacific in the first half already, only 4 for Green Bay.
And that fuels the fire for the Phoenix. That's what they do. And points off of turnovers are 11-2 in favor of the Phoenix.
Cooper up and under, and they will give him the foul on top of that. And a chance at a three-point play. But first, we'll get a timeout. 3:58 to play in the first half. Green Bay up 13, 33-20. You're watching Phoenix basketball on ESPN3. Back at the Rest Center, the Green Bay Phoenix, 6 of their last 8 from the field as they continue to shoot the ball well. Pacific, well, they're not getting shots. 4 turnovers in the last 2:35 and a scoring drought for that length of time.
Yeah, definitely not a good stretch of basketball for this team. And the issue has been that some of the turnovers should have been buckets. So you had Haynes had 2 quality drives, spoon-fed guys for layups, and they dropped the ball and it went out of bounds. And they did have 2 bad turnovers, and the Phoenix have punished them. Again, 13-2 points off of turnovers in favor of the Phoenix.
Cooper misses the free throw. Wallace with the rebound. Tevin Finley back into the lineup for Green Bay. Off the screen. Out high to Lampkin. 15 to shoot for Pacific. Bowles tried to dump it down to Lampkin. Ball loose on the floor. Last touched. Oh, they give it to the Phoenix, and it was clearly out of bounds on Botts.
I don't know. I felt like when he was trying to pass it, it may have gotten deflected by a Pacific defender. But either way, that's a good break for the Phoenix. Good defense. Another spoon-fed layup, I'll call him. Hit him right in the hands, and instead of 2 points, it's a turnover. And Lampkin had the opportunity there to collect that one and put it in. He's not able to do it.
Back into the zone. 3-2. Finley on the drive, goes up and under. And a rebound on the miss. Pulled down by Vuko.
And at some point, Wallace has to get going. Right now, he has no points.
Bump foul called on the Phoenix.
Yeah, he has no points at this point in this game. I mean, obviously, he's the guy that gets this team going offensively. But at some point, as a team, you have to stop the bleeding. You know, someone has to step up and make a play and stop the turnovers, you know.
Kobre had a couple of threes a while back, but they were not able to build on that. Wallace doubled, splits it to Vuko. There's Kobre off the screen and fires a 3 and hit.
There it is. Kobre with a pure flick of the wrist.
And really all because Wallace was able to effectively split that double out high. It left they went right into fast break mode.
Yeah, he's a good call. Tevin Finley with happy feet up top, and the refs right on top of that. A little bit of assistance from the entire Tigers bench.
You even heard the awe from the crowd too.
Yeah.
It's like they just knew it. Khalil Small back into the lineup along with Karam Cantor for the Phoenix. 2:35 to play here in the first half. 10-point Green Bay lead. Pacific trying to cut into it. Lampkin, Kobre off the screen, fires the jumper. They said he was on the line. Another long jumper though. 5 in a row for Kobre, and it's an 8-point game.
And I stay with it. I keep running him off of screens.
Small in the corner, fires a long 2, and he hit it.
And you got Jordan Faust again with another great pass.
Khalil Small got the start tonight. Coach Link Darner hinting at that possibility that he might go with a lineup change tonight, and holding true to his word, he did. Nice dump down low. Faust tried to sneak around and steal that one, but he got there a little bit late.
Yeah, that was great high-low action. Vuko able to collect it and gather it and convert.
Cantor, oh, strong, and he's got the basket and one. Little head and shoulder fake down low.
Yeah.
Karam has made a tremendous amount of progress from a year ago.
Absolutely, and post typically develop slower, and he came in with a high level of skill set. His adjustment was the level of expectation on possession by possession of how to play hard, and he's learning that now, and he's been having an impact, able to take the contact and finish there.
I thought he was, he's obviously got size, but I thought that he really got bumped off the ball and muscled around last season. That's to be expected for a first-year player coming in. I think he's so much stronger.
Yes.
This time around.
I think he's learning how to use his strength. I mean, at some point in time, you just have to get tired of getting bumped around and just take some pride in your space. And have you seen that trend? And he's a nice kid by nature. So on the court, he's had to learn how to be a little more mean, and he's made that transition.
It's a good point. He is a nice guy. Minute and a half to play, first half. Bulls out high. Ursery into the lineup with the ball.
It's a nice crossover.
And he didn't finish it. He
No,
still
he
had
didn't.
a layup, maybe not confident in his right hand. Wallace to the basket, and they will not count the basket. But a foul called on Green Bay. That is just the 6th team foul. So that means the next one, and Pacific is finally shooting.
And that's a tough break because that was 2 points, and it was your guy that you need to score. It was Wallace. And instead, we'll take it out of bounds on the baseline here.
Wallace out high. They've got Love on Kobre right now. Vuko, there's Kobre.
Yeah, right now that's a hot closeout. Kobre feeling it a little bit from the perimeter.
Bowles to the basket he goes. No foul call, but a basket for Bowles.
Yeah, Bowles able to take the contact by Cantor and finish.
Love misses the shot, probably a force there. 3-on-3, and they leave it for Wallace. Check that for Ursery, and he's got the basket. 7-point game, 38-31, and Green Bay will use its free timeout. Pacific has hit its last 5 shots from the field. 30-second timeout.
Yeah, I called it. They've been on that run since I said someone has to stop the bleeding. Kobre, he stepped up and hit 2 big shots, and then after that, it's been a nice run for this Pacific team. And you see in transition here, able to use the length and extend and finish off of the turnover. But not the turnover, it was a bad shot by Carrington Love.
Green Bay will be able to work this down most of the way. 27 on the shot clock, 30.2 seconds left in the first half. And if they can get a basket here, they can feel pretty good about themselves going into the locker room at halftime. Not that they wouldn't anyway, but you can really extend it just that much further.
Yeah,
Pacific needs a stop here.
Absolutely. Any cushion you can build heading into halftime, you know, that's huge. You always like to finish the half on a good note. And if you're Pacific, again, these turnovers this half have killed them. They would be in this game if it wasn't for that difference. They're shooting 52% from the floor. So can you get a stop if you're Pacific and get something on the other end of the floor before halftime?
So Pacific stays in its 3-2 zone look as Faust pounds the dribble out high. 12 seconds to shoot. Faust for Love. Carrington steps back, and oh my goodness, there was a bailout call, and
yeah, hopefully we can get the replay on that one. That's where you got to stay on the floor. Carrington Love using the shot fake, able to draw the contact and gets the 2-shot foul.
Yeah, and I don't question the call. It's like you had him in a position where he wasn't going to take a very good shot there, and Kobre fouled him.
Yep, and the coaching staff was not happy. And you see it here. Carrington Love uses the quickness, step back shot fake. And ooh, yes.
Only
Kobre,
because
Kobre
he reached.
Kobre got his hand in there.
He got his hand in there.
Yep.
If he didn't reach, they weren't going to call a foul. Made one on a 2. Hurdle with the putback, and another putback. That's Faust. And the buzzer is going to sound, and the Phoenix get 3 out of that possession. A free throw plus a putback basket. So our score at halftime, Green Bay 41 and the Pacific Tigers 31. You're watching Phoenix basketball on ESPN3. Back at the Rest Center in Green Bay, the Phoenix lead Pacific 41-31 at halftime. The Horizon League had a chance to sit down with Green Bay's Jordan Faust earlier, talking about his prospects for the season. Will Haskett from the Horizon League with Jordan Faust.
One-on-one with Jordan Faust of Green Bay. Jordan, I think this league really respects you for your all-around sort of game. Where do you credit the success for you being a well-rounded player?
More of my coaches when I was younger, they just taught me to just do everything. My grandparents, they always have told me, just go out there and do whatever you can to help the team, and that's just what I try to do.
Is there an art to being a good rebounder?
I wouldn't say it was an art, but I could just sometimes tell where the ball is going to end up off the rim, and just basically knowing the percentages of where the ball is going to go.
So what are you looking for when a shot goes up to get yourself in the perfect position?
I try to be under the hoop, really. Then I could tell if it's going to hit the right side of the rim, it'll usually end up on the left side, or I could tell if it'll be short, just where it's going to be most of the time.
All right, to be in good shape requires great conditioning. Is there a conditioning drill that just drives you absolutely crazy? Just something that every time you hear it, you're like, oh man, not that again.
22 is really, it's just up and down the court twice in 22 seconds.
Up and down in 22 seconds.
Yeah.
It's just a dead sprint.
Yeah, I don't really like those.
But you're a hustler guy. That seems to be something that would be right in your wheelhouse.
I don't know. I don't really like those too much.
All right, what's your pregame meal?
I really don't eat much before the game. I just some fruit maybe. I don't really like to eat that much.
No heavy protein, anything like that?
No.
Are you chowing down after the game's over with?
Yeah, most of the time I eat a lot more than before the game.
All right, so what's that meal look like? Does it depend on a win or a loss? Do you punish yourself in losses?
No. It just changes a lot, really. I don't really have a specific meal.
Nothing, no go-to there.
No.
Describe to me, in the Horizon League, when you know you have to be tough every night to bring it, where do you dig down deepest to find your toughness?
It really just starts with our coaches and just having the will to win, just trying to go out there and play your hardest every night. You can't lose too many games or you'll be too far behind to catch up.
What's your favorite basketball memory?
Probably my dunk against Wright State. I dunked on, I think, Jaron Young, and it was pretty nice.
All right, so okay, you're laughing about it now. It's stuck with you. So walk me back through that play. Walk me through that moment.
Somebody tried to make a pass, and I tipped it, and then Vince Garrett, he actually got it, and I just started running. He passed it to me. I caught it in stride, and he jumped, and I dunked, and he fell on the ground. And I looked at him, and our whole bench was going crazy.
There was a little bit of, I won't call it animosity, but there was a little bit of competitive spirit in that one.
Yeah.
In the Horizon League, who competes with you the hardest?
Like personally?
Yeah, sure. Let's go there.
I'm not really sure, actually.
Any particular team that you just seem to get ramped up for?
Milwaukee, just because they're so close, and we've had a few pretty good games.
When your basketball career is over with, what's the next adventure for Jordan Faust?
I really haven't thought about that yet. Hopefully I can play basketball for a while.
One-track mind. I like it.
Yeah.
Thanks for the time.
Back at the Rest Center in Green Bay, the Phoenix lead it by 10 at halftime, 41-31. Alongside Cordero Barkley, I'm Bill Scott. Some of the first half highlights, Cordero.
Yeah, you saw Ken Lowe there with great patience in the post, able to get it done. And Turner Botts, it was a barrage of threes for this Phoenix team. Turner Botts there hits one and gets it back here on the Tevin Finley pass and hits another one. And he was off for the bench, able to provide a spark. You see Jordan Faust so skilled, able to wrap that pass in there. And you got Hurdle with another contribution off the bench, takes the charge. And Wallace was not able to get it on, but Kobre, he was able to get things going. He was hot from the outside in that first half. Ends up with 8 points, but Carrington Love with the answer, and he was hot as well. 4 for 7 from 3.
Good put-back basket by Botts there again, showing that he can do it inside and outside. And Cooper with a nice drive to the hoop.
And Karen Cantor taking the contact and finishing. And you see it here again. Pacific with 14 turnovers. They're in this game because they're shooting 52%. If they weren't turning the ball over, they would have more opportunities. And the Phoenix shooting 55% from 2, but 67. Is that right? 67% from 3. 6 for 9 from the floor. I mean, they are really shooting the ball well from the outside.
Yeah, Pacific, if you told them, if they said 52% from the field, 43% for 3, they'd feel pretty good about those numbers. But the turnovers are too high, and of course Green Bay shooting the lights out as well.
Yeah, and the Phoenix haven't converted free throws, and that would push the lead even more. So very, very interesting to statistically played game. As usual for the Phoenix.
Yeah, individually, Love with 13 to lead the way for the Phoenix. And 8 points for Kobre and Buko, 7 for Bowles in the first half. 41-31, Green Bay by 10 at halftime. We'll be back with more. You're watching Phoenix basketball on ESPN3. (41-31) our score at the half. A good first half of the Green Bay Phoenix. Can they finish it off for their 5th win of the year? We'll find out when we come back. Second half action comes your way next. You're watching Phoenix basketball on ESPN3. Bill Scott and Cordero Barkley back in Green Bay, 41-31. Phoenix by 10. About to start the second half. Phoenix are back home on Sunday, a noon game against Superior. We'll have that one for you right here on ESPN3. Then it's a trip to Madison to take on the Badgers on December 23rd, followed by a December 28th game at Morehead State after Christmas. Then they open up league play January 2nd right here at the Rest Center against Northern Kentucky. Can you imagine if the Phoenix would march into Madison and knock off the Badgers? Wisconsin would be 0-3 against in-state rivals this year.
That would be tough. I mean, that would be a big-time win, and to be honest with you, they have the personnel and style of play to do it. I'll be very Bo Ryan, though I would imagine, is very aware of Horizon League teams at this point now. I'm sure he's going to have a game plan and be prepared for this Phoenix team when they come in. And that'll be a fun game to be at.
Fun game to be at. Certainly one worth watching, no question.
I'm doing my day job. I'm taking some clients down actually for that game, so that'd be a good one.
Good for you. Kenny Lowe down low as the Phoenix start the second half with a basketball. Kicks to foul, swings it in the corner. Love didn't take the three. Cooper, right elbow jumper, left it short. Tip up, no good. Rebound put back Small, and boy, I tell you, if there's a guy who can play hard in traffic, it's Khalil Small.
And Khalil Small is very athletic for his size. I mean, the kid's 205, all muscle, very athletic. And he gets it done with a lot of dirty work.
Phoenix already with 9 players in the score column. They've done that in every one of their games this season. Bowles in the corner. Kobre fires the three. Book it.
Kobre bringing the heat now.
Love cuts through traffic and with an underhand scoop shot, good.
And Carrington Love using the craftiness there, able to use that quickness to get to where he needs to go and scoops it in. And what's understated in this first half, Khalil Small defensively. He drew the assignment. He got the start to guard Wallace. And Wallace at this point still scoreless. Came into the game averaging 13-3.
Carrington Love in traffic to Faust, fires a three left side, in and out, no good. Lowe had his hand on the rebound, couldn't hold it though, and Vuko comes down with a loose ball. Wallace, a little bit of a moving screen by Vuko there, and Faust comes back and blocks the shot out of bounds. Pacific may have gotten away with one as Vuko went down the lane and cleared some traffic along the way.
Yeah, well, you had Faust set the screen on Khalil Small, which gave Wallace that look, and Ken Logue actually got away with a foul.
Yeah, Lampkin was fouled before the block. Vuko backs his way down. Right hand hook over Faust is good.
That was a big time move by Vuko.
Khalil Small baseline jumper from 10. And what do we get? Injured player. Looks like Wallace, who's holding his head.
Yeah, I didn't see what happened there. Khalil Small with his patented baseline pull up now in transition. He's hit that pretty consistently. Yeah, that's not a good sign for this Pacific team. Wallace definitely is the heart of this engine.
One of the officials explaining to Coach Mike Burns why neither one of he or his partners saw what happened to Wallace either.
Yeah, well, and they can't stop the Phoenix's transition for an injured player.
They need to get Wallace up though on the side, or Haynes comes into the game and he'll reset out high.
Oh, Wallace turned his ankle is the injury.
And he's going to head to the locker room. There's Vuko with a three shot, no good. Down low, Lampkin with a putback, and it's blocked, but a foul called from behind on Kenny Lowe. And Pacific, Lampkin going to the free throw line.
And Lampkin did a great job of weak side wedging, able to create that space, gather the rebound, and then go up strong and draw the foul.
They didn't actually send Wallace to the locker room. They just moved him to the end of the bench. Shoe is off, though.
Yeah,
check that out. Maybe a Retape.
Retape, been there. Tighten it up, coach. Trainer, get it tighter for me.
Lampkin missed both free throws. Faust to Love. Carrington fires a three. Good.
Oh my gosh.
He kind of leaned, like he gave it a little extra English on that one. He leaned that one in.
Oh yeah, he willed that one in. And yeah, two defenders vacate on the screen and left him wide open. And he's the one guy on this Phoenix roster that you can't leave open from three.
Even though he was 3 steps behind the line, and we got an illegal screen called on Pacific. They'll call it on Malik Haynes, who did not like the call, but they normally never do they?
No, I haven't. There hasn't been a call that I liked in my entire career when I was playing.
Pacific, one of their first 5 from the field to start the second half. They couldn't afford to do that, and they're down 14.
Yeah, we missed it at the top, but the first 4 minutes of this half has been so important. And the Phoenix have taken advantage of nice drawn up set play versus zone to get Cooper alive. And again, you see the versatility of Jordan Faust at the top there, able to facilitate with a great pass.
Haynes in the front court for Vuko. Nice drive, a little hanger, and gets that to fall.
Yeah, that was a nice floater.
Phoenix quickly win the race the other way, but they'll call a blocking foul on the baseline on Vuko.
And you see the replay there. Cooper able to elevate and finish. And Coach Darner with a great call.
Cooper had it blocked, got it back. Carrington Love, by the way, was 6 threes in the game. 1 away from tying his career mark. He almost had one there. 1 away from tying his career mark, which he set at Stanford, which was 7.
Yeah, he's definitely in a good groove. You just love the pace of his game too. It's for the most part, everything is, he plays at his own speed, and it's been fun to watch him develop. I mean, he was a kid from Milwaukee, came in, tried to do everything real fast, and as you get older, things slow down, the game slows down, and it just has really opened up and allowed his game to flourish.
Botts is back in for his former Little Shoot teammate Kenny Lowe. Saw the Little Shoot youngsters playing at halftime.
Yeah,
Little Shoot is well represented.
Oh yeah, you got to go local sometimes, and what an opportunity for those kids to get out on the court and be out here in front of these fans to get that experience.
Kobre tried to kick it down low to Lampkin and turned it over. In the corner, Love to the basket he goes and lays it in.
Yeah, great decision. Again, another hot closeout. He just blows by the defender.
Yeah, he's they have to be aware that he's going to shoot that 3, and by doing so, he put a little move on and off he went. Bowles on the drive. Bowles leans, hangs, and scores. Tough shot.
Yeah.
Defense was right in his face.
Yeah, that's good defense, better offense.
Oh, Carrington Love with a sweet move. Small in the corner and airballed a 3. And Kobre with a rebound up ahead to Haynes. Haynes drives in the paint, kicks in the corner, 3-ball left side, shot is left short by Bowles, and Faust comes down with a rebound, but had his pocket picked. Bowles shot no good, but a foul's called on Cooper, so off the turnover, Pacific will go to the free throw line, but first, a timeout on the floor, 15-12 to play in the game. It's the Phoenix 54 and the Tigers of Pacific 40. You're watching Phoenix basketball on ESPN3. 54-40, Green Bay over Pacific. Resch Center, second half action. Phoenix had that 9-day stretch. So the players able to get a little bit more done in the classroom, take care of the academic portion.
Yeah.
But just being able to work on the things that you don't work on when you're playing every other day or every third day and you're on the road a lot. That's a difficult task for the players and for the coaching staffs themselves. And you get all that time, you can actually start to work on a few things.
Well, yeah, I mean, anytime you can get in the gym, now they have a nice sample, all right, of film and different situations that they've been in to pull from as well to sharpen up and head into conference play with that experience. So definitely anytime you can have that stretch with it being finals week and get back home and sleep in your own bed a little bit and work on what you need to work on, that's huge for a program.
Bulls now 3 out of 3 at the free throw line, 10 points for the game, and 4 out of 4 and 11. He ties Kobre with team scoring honors at 11 points apiece. Phoenix have been in control, yet the lead is 12. Certainly within striking distance for Pacific. Hurdle into the game, goes right to the hoop and uses the kiss off the glass.
Man, that's a big, strong move by Hurdle. And that's been his whole thing, is how tough can he be every possession. And that was a big, strong move for Hurdle.
Theodoru into the game for Pacific. Anthony Brown, Hurdle. And down low, the basket by Lampkin over Kerem Cantor, who's in the lineup. Botts fires a three, left side, in and out, no good. Left it a little short. Lampkin lost it. Ball put back up and in by Hurdle again.
Big time hustle. Hurdle able to get the extra possession. And Link Darner is about to have an aneurysm. They know they scouted that last play. Kerem Cantor went over the screen, gave up the two, and he is not happy.
Anthony Brown riding Haynes all the way up court, and he eventually gets called for the foul.
And that's another one. Lampkin just, again, Hurdle didn't even hit the ball, and he just lost the ball on the rebound. Hurdle in the right place at the right time. But you love the effort by Hurdle. Put yourself in, but sometimes you're right, you create your own luck.
Well, you love to see great teaching moments, not only the basketball stuff, but just the effort.
Yeah.
And I think one of the reasons why he hadn't been playing as many minutes, he probably wasn't getting it done on the practice floor enough, playing as hard as Coach Darner would like him to. And so after he doesn't play in that last game against Toledo, you can bet he laced it up and went after it. And he's being rewarded with minutes tonight, and the minutes are getting point production.
Hey, he's a fine young man as well. Coach Darner blessed with a lot of good guys in this program. He definitely had a moment of reflection talking to him after that game, actually, just about what he needed to do to get back in the good graces of Coach Darner.
Theodoru.
Those are the ones right there when, as a player, you don't really talk about it during the game, but win, lose, or draw on the bus or on the plane, that shot's coming up. Yep. And the funny thing is, on the jump, but that turns into a jump ball situation. They retain the possession.
Theodoru outside. Haynes with 20 to shoot. David Taylor. Right side, Ursery on the drive to the basket, goes left hand, up and in.
That was a nice, strong, quick move by Ursery.
Up ahead to C. Love, fires a three left side, fade away, no good, not a good shot. But sometimes when Carrington Love takes a shot, it's a better shot than somebody else who didn't take that shot.
Yeah, Carrington Love has earned the right to take a shot like that, and when you're as hot as he is, we call that a heat check. You gotta check and see if I'm still hot. A little bit of a force, but not a little bit. That was a force, but as a senior and you've made shots in big games, you get that leeway.
Let's put it like this. A couple of other players might have taken that shot, might have been pulled from the game.
Now someone would have been at the bench before they hit the floor, at the scorer's table before they hit the floor.
Lampkin at the free throw line, and he walked. Good defense by Faust. He never went for the move. Lampkin tried to show a move left and spin back to the right, and Faust met him there.
And Cantor was in the high post with him. Cantor able to take that contact right in the chest and wall up and force that travel. You see Pacific now coming in at that three-quarter court trap.
Yeah, you're right, Cantor. Faust isn't even on the floor. Botts kicks it back out. Carrington Love. And we get a foul called as Botts ran over Haynes. And the turnover.
I think they got Carrington Love on that charge. Yeah, left his feet to pass the ball. And that's always tell my kids when I'm coaching, nothing good happens when you leave the floor to make a pass.
Full court pressure by Green Bay. David Taylor works on Anthony Brown. Ursery through the legs, strong to the basket, and he beats Hurdle to the hoop.
Yeah, Ursery in a good groove here last couple of possessions, using his length and quickness to get past these fours for the Phoenix. That time it was Hurdle getting blown by.
Down to a 10-point game at 58-48. Hurdle back out high. Carrington swings it. Botts in the corner, wanted the three, now drives, goes glass up and in. Good move by Turner Botts. He's in double figures with 10. Third straight game now where Botts has reached 10 points, which is a career high.
Yeah, and it uses the shot fake. I know Bob Knight would be proud of him. Uses the shot fake to get by the defender and then uses the side to lift and get it off of glass.
And they call a foul on Anthony Towns. And we have a timeout. 11:45 to play, 60-48. Green Bay by a dozen. You're watching Phoenix basketball on ESPN3. Back at the Rest Center in Green Bay, 60-48. In favor of Green Bay. Phoenix from the field in this game at 47%, 25 of 45. And Pacific has really cooled off down to 31%. Actually, those are three-point field goals, 47 and 31. Pacific still at 53%, Green Bay 56%. So both teams.
When they've gotten looks, they've forgotten quality looks. The issue has been the turnovers.
Turnovers, yep.
That's why they're still in this game.
Faust goes glass on the double, and you just beat the double team by getting the ball up quickly.
Yeah, and you love out of the timeout, Coach Darner doing something to get his senior going. Draws up the play to get Faust a post touch, and that's, again, the versatility of Jordan Faust, playing inside and out with that size of 6'7", 230.
Bulls. And we get a foul down low. This one is going to go against Pacific. A lot of moving screens that Pacific has been called for fouls.
That's another turnover. Give up another possession. And again, they've been scoring at a high level, 53%. They had a lot of lost possessions due to turnovers.
Tevin Finley, Khalil Small back in the lineup for Green Bay. Finley out high. drives to the left baseline, 15 to shoot. Small with 10, picks up his dribble, needs some help. Back high to Faust. Bots will fire three left side, just short off the front iron. Khalil Small fouled by Taylor.
Yeah, Khalil Small went way up. Get that one.
Only the fourth foul by Pacific here in the second half.
You see him here coming out. Yeah.
Down low, Small, baseline jumper. Shot no good, rebound Cooper. Cooper goes up strong, couldn't get it. Put back Small. Now they battle in the scrum, and it's lost out of bounds and last touched. Now they called a foul underneath on Pacific.
And now Green Bay is really having its impact on the offensive rebound.
Mike Burns coming back with a couple of bigs. Lampkin back in, Vuko back in, and Bowles and Towns will sit down.
And that was a good decision there. He thought he'd be able to match up.
Hit the ref and stayed in play. And it goes to Ursary. Tried to dunk it, and Faust blocked him.
Faust with great timing, able to get that one at the pinnacle. That's it, like it looks so easy that you can't appreciate how difficult of a play that is.
Turnover, Green Bay, second in a row. Ursary kicks into the corner. Taylor out high to Lampkin. 18-foot jumper, good.
And now they made the Phoenix pay for the turnover on that possession. Khalil Small trying to force it in versus zone. And Lampkin able to hit it at the top of the key.
Back to a 12-point game. Bots to Faust. Bounce pass down low, Cooper, and he couldn't get it to fall, but a foul called. And that will go on Tanko Vuko from Croatia, 6'8" junior forward. And Cooper going to the line to shoot two, 61% on the season. 8 points in the game tonight. And the first free throw is good.
And Charles Cooper, very athletic, very strong. Him and Khalil Small look like twin brothers on the court. Same body type, same type of physical game.
He's had a pretty quiet game tonight. Numbers are okay. 5 rebounds. Now 10 points in the game.
Yeah, I'll take that type of quiet.
Yeah, I mean, he's just he's pretty smooth. You know, it's not a loud 10 so far, but he just does his job.
Yeah, he gets it done. He's actually improving defensively as well, especially off of the ball.
Taylor out high to Ursary. Ursary goes right into Bots, and a blocking foul called on Turner Bots.
That was a vicious Allen Iverson-esque crossover.
He's had a couple of those tonight. Ursary has. He's looked good. Second half especially. David Taylor is out, and Haynes is back into the lineup.
Oh boy, and we got bonus the rest of the half both ways here.
Yeah, it'll be said 7 fouls on Green Bay there, 6 on Pacific, but the next foul obviously sends Green Bay to the line. So,
and I'll make
9:34 to play. This one could slow down a little bit.
And I'll make my plea to the NCAA like I do on every broadcast. Let's go to the way the women's game is played. The international rules. Go to quarters. Go to 5 team fouls per quarter with the reset at the top of the next quarter.
And Ursary rolls the free throw. And if you don't want to go to quarters, at least at the 10-minute mark, just recycle the fouls back to 0.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking about speeding up the pace of the play and more movement. That's just one of the things that, and again, referees aren't perfect, so a lot of these times teams are in the bonus because of a bad call or two.
Green Bay on the rebound. Almost stolen. Small able to maintain control. And Faust comes out to reset. 15 to shoot for the Phoenix. Faust fires a 3 on the right wing. Back iron strong. Here comes Ursary the other way. Ursary on Faust. This ought to be fun. Faust, he took the gamble and ran underneath, and Ursary able to get the lay-in. 64-53. Phoenix by 11. Bots lost it. Cooper down low, he goes to Small, and Small is fouled by Lampkin.
Yeah, Ursary did a great job in transition of finishing with Faust running at him. And right there, Pacific with a couple of chances to come up with a loose ball. Instead, Small able to collect and draw the foul.
Hurdle and Carrington Love going to check in momentarily. First free throw in and out by Khalil. He's got 7 points in the game. So Hurdle is in for Finley. And Botts is out and Carrington Love in. Second free throw good, 1 out of 2. Haynes takes the inbound. 65-53, Green Bay by 12, and kind of hanging around that mark most of the game. Vuko on the drive to the basket, fouled, counted, and one.
And that's one where if you're Khalil Small, if you're going to take that foul, you got to make them earn it at the line. You can't give up the and one there. I tell you what, Pacific is battling in the game. 55% from the floor at this point in the game. So if they if they don't turn the ball over, they've gotten good looks on offense. And they've been able to get to the rim whenever they wanted to. The turnovers. Still only a 10-point game and a lot of time left in this game with both teams in the bonus.
Vuko at the line, 14 points tonight. He's 7 of 9 from the field. Misses the free throw and is chased down by Cooper. Haynes bats it out of bounds. Faust will inbound against some full court pressure. Zone trap. Love dribbles right through it to Small. And Green Bay sets in the half court. Carrington down low. Cooper back to Love. Splits. Dishes down low. Count it. And a foul is Faust on a beautiful feed from Carrington Love.
Carrington Love, the crafty one in the paint, uses the Euro step to draw the defender. You'll see it here, and drops it off to Faust, who's able to use that length, arms forever, and finish, and takes the contact from Kobre and puts it in. Excuse me, from Voku.
Ursary back into the lineup, and Vuko is out.
Vuko, the struggle. You got syllable dyslexia this game.
Faust converts the three-point play. Jordan was 7 points in the game. Haynes to the basket he goes, overlaid, almost had the putback. Ursary gets the rebound, and Faust wrong place, wrong time with a foul. Jordan picks it up, and we're shooting free throws again.
And just not a smart foul by Faust. He's always around the ball, and you've seen him come up with those steals, and 9 times out of 10 he gets the deflection, but right there he draws the foul. You love the effort. Again, you had Haynes throw it up. Pacific able to keep it alive.
And Ursary gets the free throw to bounce in, gives him 12 points in this game. He's 5 out of 6 from the floor, and now 2 out of 3 from the free throw line. And the second one is good as well. Ursary's played well. 68-57, 11-point Green Bay lead.
No, he's definitely stepped his game up since.
And Cooper's fouled, and we've got more free throws.
He's definitely stepped his game up since Wallace went down with the ankle. He's definitely elevated his level of play.
Well, you know, the way I feel about this, I mean, it's basically free throws one end, free throws on the other end, and the game loses any flow that it had.
Yeah, and I mean, and for the most part, these have all been legit fouls. I mean, guys have to adjust to this, where they're at in the game. I mean, the referees, that's the only thing I asked for as a player, right, was consistency. They've been consistent the whole game. As a player, you got to adjust.
Cooper made the first free throw, and he makes the second.
I tell you what, he's been a good player for this program. He's only going to get better as he gets more experience at the Division I level.
Under 8 minutes to play here in the second half. 13-point Green Bay lead.
Oh, good move.
Nice. Split the defenders, and Bowles lays it in.
Bowles with the great hesitation to split the defense.
Hurdle going glass, and he got that one to dance on the rim for a while. And Green Bay will call a 30-second timeout, and they will change that to a full with 7:41 to play here in the first half. It's the Phoenix 72 and the Tigers 59. You're watching Phoenix basketball on ESPN 3. (72-59) with 7:41 to play here in this basketball game. Jamar Hurdle with a new career high 8 points, 4 out of 6 from the field to go along with 3 rebounds. Has had his most productive game of the season here tonight.
And it's interesting how much humble pie can impact the kid. I mean, he went from having no minutes, no opportunity in the game versus Toledo, which the Phoenix lost last week. So now he's up to 10 minutes in this game, and he's been contributing 10 minutes. He had a charge, and he has 8 points.
So Pacific out of the timeout with the basketball. Nursery down low, Lampkin off the back cut and lays it in.
And it's the same play they ran previously and got the same exact look for Lampkin, and it worked again. This time Faust was guarding him. That's good execution out of the timeout.
Hurdle back to C. Love. Brown down to Faust. 10 to shoot. Faust right hand hook shot, no good. Ball knocked out of bounds. Last touch by the Phoenix. And now we get the media timeout. 72-61 with 7:04 to play. You're watching Phoenix basketball on ESPN 3. Back at the Rest Center, 72-61 Green Bay over Pacific. Foul trouble at this stage of the game. Vuko and Towns with 4 each for Pacific. And 3 fouls for Haynes, Lampkin, and Bowles. For Green Bay, only 2 players and 3 fouls, Small and Kenny Lowe. Everybody else with less than that. So Green Bay in pretty good shape from a foul standpoint.
Yeah, it's been this has been a very, very interesting game. I mean, just from this statistically, a lot of these games with Coach Darner and the amount of possessions that they get leads to oddities within the statistics. And again, Pacific is shooting 56%, but the amount of times they've turned the ball over has really allowed Phoenix to keep this lead and keep this cushion.
3-point shot by Bowles, no good. They had a chance to get the lead to single digits. Carrington Love runs the other way, kicks in the corner. Brown had the 3-point shot, didn't take it.
Good decision not to. Fumbled the pass.
Hurdle, jumper, right elbow, good.
And that's what he can do. You haven't seen him do it this game yet, but he can stretch the floor.
So Hurdle's got 10 points now. Every basket or point he scores will be a new career high.
Yeah, he's had an efficient 10 points again, only in about 10 or 11 minutes.
Haynes works on Carrington Love. Love stripped him from behind. He kindly gives the ball to Cooper, and with the flush.
Yeah, you got to feed the beast. Cooper, with supreme athleticism, dunks it home with authority. And you see Carrington Love, his ability as a thief on display there, and then that time he gets called for the foul. But Racine, we call those cookies. It's easy pickings right there, Carrington Love.
Chocolate chip, macadamia.
However you like them. Double stuffed Oreo, however you like them.
I'm all about the double stuff.
We digress.
15-point Phoenix lead, down to 14 as Haynes makes the first free throw. And Alec Kobre, who has had a nice night, checks back in for David Taylor. Kobre with 11 points, 3 out of 6 from 3-point range. They need to get him going again. Haynes, 1 out of 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, Kobre has been he's been quiet since he had that shot.
And Cooper slipped to the ground, and they called a foul on Ursery, and that means Cooper will shoot free throws. Probably they weren't going to call that a foul on the contact until he hit the ground. And I'm all right with that.
Yeah. I didn't.
They were willing to let that go until it became an issue.
Yeah, no, they were both battling for space in transition, and I feel like that's a good call.
Because I think somebody over there told them that you and I are, getting a little tired of all the whistles all the time. So they tried to give us the benefit of the doubt, and I appreciate that.
I got places to be like home tonight at some point in time. I wanted to be before midnight.
As you can probably tell back at home, I'm battling a cold. I know you are as well.
Yes, and it's not even cold for Wisconsin, at least.
We haven't even reached that season yet, although the germ season is here. Second free throw, no good. Here comes Pacific, Ursery. And the ball slapped away by Hurdle. Lampkin. Down low in the post. Vuko works his way. Right hand shot up, rolls. Could not get it to fall, and the rebound is pulled down by Hurdle.
And that was a tough rebound.
Faust to Hurdle, left hand. Oh, it's in and out, no good.
And
it was too good to be true.
Yeah, Faust with a great look. Hurdle just has to use athleticism, go up and punch that one.
Vuko on the drive and a foul before the shot on Jordan Faust.
Yeah, Vuko doing a great job there. Faust with a out closeout. And if that's Faust, that's got to be his 4th, right? Or is that his 3rd?
That is his 3rd foul. 4 players with 3 fouls for the Phoenix now. And Vuko's free throw is good. He's been playing with 4 fouls. Give him 15 points on the night.
Yeah, Vuko's been playing well. He's getting it done on the low block. Some putbacks. He's done it in a variety of ways, and he's been efficient. 7 of 10 from the floor.
Theodoru back into the game. for Pacific. Tuco made them both. Pacific with full court pressure again has not really bothered Green Bay tonight with that. And there's a foul by Haynes. And Haynes seemed surprised. Why, I don't know.
And I wonder what they're looking at here.
Maybe perhaps a headbutt. They're looking at an elbow. So they want to check that over and want to take a look at the video monitor to determine whether or not to determine the intent.
Right. I couldn't see it. You had a better angle than I did.
Well, Pacific, after today's game, will open up West Coast Conference play next Monday night at home against Santa Clara at the Spanos Center. And then they'll play at San Francisco on the 23rd, so 2 games before Christmas. Basically almost a full week off after this game before hosting Santa Clara next Monday night. And the Phoenix following tonight's game will host Superior in a non-conference game on Sunday. They'll travel to Madison to take on the Badgers on the 23rd. And then after Christmas, immediately after Christmas, at Morehead State on the 28th before coming back home to open conference play in the Horizon League on January 2nd against Northern Kentucky. So not much off between that last game on the 23rd and then the 28th. Not much time for the guys to spend any time at Christmas.
Not a whole lot. I mean, that's the life of a Division I athlete. You don't get a lot of holidays. And the referees converse. It looks like GB is more concerned than Pacific right now about what's going to happen with this call. So we're looking at whether or not Carrington Love, after the foul, raised his arm up and hit the defender. It'll be interesting to see what they come up here with. If he did make contact above the head, that's an automatic. Run him out of here. And hopefully one of the referees will come and give us an explanation at the table. I think we got one coming over.
And then what are the ramifications if a player is ejected for that?
I want to see it right here.
Foul on red initially. Then we've got a dead ball, contact technical with the elbow on one. 2 shots. Red's into 2 shots, get the ball after.
Okay. So we got the foul on. They got the foul on I believe that was Haynes in the front court.
Haynes initially, and then
the retaliation, Carrington Love. We must not have deemed it as malicious contact, but they do have dead ball contact after the whistle, which results in 2 technical free throws. And then, so Carrington Love will shoot his 1-and-1 bonus free throws, and then, right now, double bonus.
Yeah,
and
double bonus, right.
Then you have Pacific shoot their free throws. And it'll be interesting. What I don't know is who will retain possession.
That's a good question. I not sure if it goes to possession arrow at that point.
Yeah, I believe. Or
is it just because of the technical foul, Pacific didn't get possession?
Yeah, I was trying to work my way through that. I have all the high school rules. I mean, high school mode too right now. Got the high school rules and the college rules all intertwined right now.
So, Kobre makes the first and the second. And now Pacific will get.
Yeah, because of the technical. You go with what happened in the order of which it happened. And good job by this officiating crew to break that one down. A lot of times the referees miss that contact after the whistle and let it go. And they did not miss it that time.
Yeah, a lot of times they call a foul and they turn their head because they want to get over and start to report it.
And the bigger issue with that for Carrington Love is that technical counts as a personal foul as well. So now he's at 4 personal fouls and has to take a seat. And this is still a tight ball game, 11-point game with 5 minutes left.
Anthony Brown in for him. Down low they go, and a travel down low. Good call as Vuko shuffled his feet. You know why he did it, but he's so strong he didn't need to do it.
Right.
Just go up strong. You'll probably get a foul call.
Absolutely. And again, Pacific runs the same play and gets another look at that thing, but he traveled. But that's you got to believe that coaching staff will come back to that set again.
Hurdle out to Anthony Brown with 14 to shoot. Brown almost had it stolen from him by Ursery. Now the Phoenix swing at the Faust. Faust through the legs. Bounce pass, free throw jumper. About 16 feet out, Hurdle on the miss. And here comes the other way. Pacific in the corner. Kobre missed the 3. Ursery up over the top, gets called for the foul. Ursery thought he might have jumped higher than over the top of the defender without making contact, but that's unlikely most cases.
Yeah, there was definitely displacement on that play. I love when I'm at tournaments and I hear parents yelling, over the back, over. There's no such cause over the back. You can go over the back, you just can't go through the back. And you saw the displacement there on that play. Anthony Brown in great position.
Brown makes the first free throw.
And I tell you what, boy, if Jamar Hurdle, he's checking out of this game, Turner Box coming in. If he can continue to play like that, the Phoenix have a lot of depth at that 4 position.
Brown made them both. That's his first 2 points of the game. 79-66, 13-point lead. Vuko. Taylor fires a 3 out high. Good.
Oh, right in the mug of Jordan Faust. Taylor with a good looking stroke puts that one in, and this is a 10-point game heading under 4.
Brown for Botts. Cross court skip pass. Faust. Phoenix had time to shoot. 14 on the shot clock. Baseline spinner and shot no good. And Cooper going to the free throw line. Cooper doing some creating there. He didn't have a great look, but he was able to draw the foul. And we'll go to the free throw line when we come back. 3:45 to play in the basketball game. It's the Phoenix 79 and the Tigers 69. You're watching Phoenix basketball on ESPN3. Ten-point lead for the Green Bay Phoenix. As Cooper's at the free throw line. And he misses the first. 3:45 to play. Both teams with 2 timeouts left, and both teams shooting in the double bonus. Second free throw good as well.
And Cooper doing a great job at the free throw line here in this second half. It's one thing to get there, it's another thing to convert them.
Phoenix putting constant pressure on the basketball, trying to take time off the clock. Taylor with a 3-point miss. Rebound, Vuko down low, goes left hand, shot an air ball and a jump ball on the rebound as Vuko was able to go back and get at least a piece of it with Faust, but the arrow favors Green Bay.
And Faust able to battle, and Vuko not able to finish that layup. I mean, you don't get quality looks like that.
Yeah.
Vuko not able to get the quality, or you're not able to finish that quality look. And those are plays right now, and get that, push this thing back into single digits. Now you got a chance.
Small jumper in and out and back in again.
And
Link Darner did not like the quick shot, but when it went in, he's well okay.
Yeah, you know how that is as a coach.
Haynes, Taylor. Down to Vuko, down low, lays it in.
Yeah, Vuko able to finish that one, though. That's a big hit. And again, this game is not over. You still got a lot of free throws left to be shot.
And David Taylor with the foul.
Yeah, that's the rule. I mean, you can't put 2 hands on the defender. They're going to call it every time.
Taylor is 6'3" junior from Eckersdorf, Germany. That sends Anthony Brown to the free throw line, where he is 2 out of 2 tonight. And his first free throw is good. Nursery and Kobre back into the lineup.
And they showed the replay here, but it actually happened at a little bit before that replay started.
And that free throw won't count, as Anthony Brown stepped into the lane well before the ball got to the rim, and I saw him do it, and the official was all over it. It's a good call.
I've seen that happen more times this year in college basketball than any point I've ever watched college basketball. That's like real, especially let's say this was a tight game. That's just a mental mistake that costs you late games, and Anthony Brown is a freshman.
Steal by Faust. Up ahead to Small. Khalil. Jumper, no good. Rebound comes out of there, stolen, and Bowles takes it the other way for the jam.
Yeah, that's Anthony Brown again. That's going to come more with weight room. I mean, he's very slight.
You know what, though, there again, when you've got a lead and you've got a couple of minutes to play, why is Small even taking the ball deep down and taking a shot with only 7 or 8 seconds used on the shot clock?
Yeah.
Pull the ball out and eat the clock.
Yeah.
And now a technical foul has been called by Botts, as he apparently shoved his way through traffic.
And they got a double technical on Botts, and I believe it was on Bowles. And that's the second game. I think that's the second game in a row that Botts got a technical as well. That's the chip that he plays with. But
and if that's on, and if Bowles gets one, he's got 4 fouls. A technical against the player counts as a personal, so that would foul Bowles out of the game. And once again, the officials will go over and look at the monitor.
And this is the other piece. Now you're slowing the pace of the game down again. There's nothing additional there. It was just both of those guys were chirping to each other, and Bosch kind of pushed them away from him. Still got it. I'm sorry.
Didn't get a great look at it, but sometimes players kind of bait other players into a little bit of a shove, get in their way when they're walking someplace.
Yep.
They get a little frustrated, so they push you a little bit.
Yep.
These officials have shown that they're not going to lose control of this game.
Nope.
I mean, it's the Christmas season. For
it is.
Sakes.
Come on. We got to do better in here today, right? You see a couple of things. You see the Phoenix up over 80 points again. That's one of the things that Coach Darner is known for. Is his teams can score the basketball, and they've really done a good job of getting to this line in the second half.
Both teams have shot 53% up to this point. from the field. Phoenix 41% from three-point range to 29% for Pacific. Free throw shooting, 12 of 17, 71% for Pacific. 14 of 28 for Green Bay, 50%. So they continue to labor at the free throw line. So looking at the
so yes, they went double technical on Bowles and Bots.
Bowles and Bots.
Yep.
So Bowles should be fouled out of the game. Kobre will shoot 2 free throws for Pacific. So there's the foul, and Bowles, not sure what he said, but you know, Bots doesn't just push somebody just to push somebody.
No.
He's not that kind. I've known him a long time. He's not that kind of kid. So Bowles either said something or so for Bowles doing what he did, it cost him his 5th foul, so he's fouled out of the game.
And that's a quick double technical as well, but he definitely the referee, I wasn't on that baseline, the referee must have heard something.
So Bowles will finish with 15 points, 5 of 9 shooting from the field, 1 of 3 at three-point range, and 4 for 4 at the free throw line to go along with 3 rebounds and 2 assists. So now Mike Burns will take whatever time he's allotted to substitute Bowles for him, and Vuko is going to check back in.
And we still have, so you go with, because of the double technical, they offset. Turner Bots will still shoot his bonus free throws. It's how that whole play initiated, was a hand check way out on the wing.
Bots gets credited with the foul as well, personal, and that is his 2nd. And his free throw is no good. So did they not call a technical on Bots?
Yes, they did. They did. It was a double technical on both of them, but Bots still gets to shoot his bonus free throws.
No, they didn't, because they couldn't have called a double technical. Or actually, did the doubles offset?
No, you still get a personal foul as well. Bots does.
Yeah, but how come they didn't shoot free throws?
No, Bots was fouled initially in the bonus up top. That's he was shooting his bonus free throws, and then the technicals offset, so there would be
so
no.
They wouldn't shoot free throws. All right, that's what I was asking.
Yep. So, yeah, so Bots still got to shoot his double bonus opportunity, and you see here again.
So we may never leave this place.
I mean, I'm starting to get delusional. I feel like I see sunlight coming out through the windows here, but
we haven't had much of that around here lately, have we?
No, we have not.
Vuko at the line makes the free throw.
Vuko converted them, and again, you're about to be in a situation where this is if he can hit this free throw, it's a single-digit deficit here with 2 minutes left, and a lot of basketball, a lot of possessions left in this game.
Vuko's got 19 points, their leading scorer. He missed the free throw.
The announcer's jinx right there.
Bots caught in the backcourt. Now they need some help. Small gets to the cross.
You don't need the force here. Clock is on your side.
And Bots' foul will go to the free throw line. Turner with 11 points for the game. And that is going to be foul number 5 on Ursery.
He's another kid. He had a good, solid game tonight. Really stepped up with the absence of Wallace and that ankle. That's unfortunate. I was really looking forward to seeing Wallace play. He came in with some good hype. Since that before the injury, 0 for 3. Khalil Small, who got the start. We call him the body around here. The guys over at the Packers organization thinks he make a heck of an NFL safety one day. Very physical defender. Definitely had a part to do with that.
Turner turns around in disbelief after he misses the free throw, where he's now 1 for 3. And normally a 68% free throw shooter on the season. Second one is good. David Taylor checked into the game for Ursery. Haynes in the front court. Into the corner. 3-point shot, no good. Rebound, Vuko gets knocked down and will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. And that is going to be 5 fouls. No, that's not 5 on Bots.
Oh.
They did not call it on Faust.
Gotcha.
So it's the 3rd on Bots. Vuko makes the first free throw. 85-75. I just feel like I've been stuck in an NBA game for about the last 10 minutes.
These teams have battled now. They've been competing at a high level, and good timeout by Pacific. Try to get into maybe a press here and see if they can create a turnover.
And it'll be a 30-second timeout, so we will stay right here. Minute 33 left to play.
Now it really comes down to execution now, last minute and a half here, both ways. Defensively for the Pacific, you just chipped it, got the lead under double digits for the first time in a while. Can you get a stop or a turnover? And if you're the Phoenix, can you take care of the ball, knowing that you have the clock to your advantage, not panic, burn some clock and get a quality look at the shot clock?
Well, I think at this point in time, with a minute 33 left and you're down 9, you either get a turnover in the backcourt or you foul.
You have to.
You know,
yes.
The time is too precious.
Absolutely.
So turn it into a free throw shooting contest.
Absolutely.
And see if you can pull out a win that way. There's
That's
the pass
what you can't do.
Up to Love. Taylor tried to block it, and Love was able to hang in the air and get the layup.
Man, that's the last thing you wanted to do. Carrington Love with great usage of his body.
If you're Taylor, you can't give him that layup.
No, can't give up the long pass.
Vuko, Lampkin, ball was almost stolen, and Bots was not able to keep it from rolling out of bounds, so Pacific gets the ball back, trailing by 11. Haynes, 15 to shoot. Off the screen. 3-point basket is good by Kobre.
Yeah, Cobre's been quiet for a while, but that's a big hit, and I don't know how you lose him running the same plays the entire game. And you just got to get on that outside hip, and we call it trailing. Trail that screener, or the screenee. Chase him off the line. That's the last thing you want to give up is a 3 in that situation.
So Carrington Love goes to the line, 23 points. But 2 of 5 shooting from the line. He does have the luxury of not having to make the first to get the second, and that made that one a lot easier.
Yeah, it definitely helps as a player when you know you get both of them.
Lampkin is out, and Theodoru is in. Under a minute to play. Both free throws good. Here comes Haynes into the front court. Boy, he's pushed off all night long, hasn't he?
Yeah.
There's another 3 by Kobre. And Love is fouled.
Kobre. And for whatever reason, he had a long spurt where we didn't even know he existed. And now he's got it back going again. I would love to see if they would have ran some more sets for him to get him some looks.
He's 5 for 9 from 3-point range. 6 for 10 from the field overall and 19 points. Carrington Love with 25 points for the game will have a chance to extend that. And he makes the first free throw. 32 points at Stanford was his career high. He's starting to get into that neighborhood. And he's in and out. Vuko saves the rebound. Up ahead, Taylor. Kobre off the screen, fires a 3, and off the glass. And
my
a quick
goodness.
foul.
And he
So
said he
it's
wanted the and one.
5-point game, and Carrington Love going to come in again. You know, Kobre.
My goodness. I mean, he was basically out of bounds, fading away, and kisses that thing off a glass.
Well, you know it wasn't intended to go off the glass. I got to believe that.
When you're 6 for 10, I got to give him the benefit of the doubt.
The whole fact of the matter is you're in that mode where you just got to throw it up and you hope it goes in, and it did.
And they've ran the same set twice in a row again. I just don't know why you don't switch that. He wouldn't even get the shot if you switch it.
You know this as a former great shooter. When great shooters make shots like that, don't they?
Yeah, again, you create your own luck. You can tell he's put in the work. As flawless and effortless as that shot is, he's put in the time in the gym. I mean, again, and when you put in that type of time to perfect something in your game, sometimes you create your own luck.
So there's still 43 seconds to play. It's down to 5. Love back to the line with 26 points, 6 off of his season high and career high. And the first one's in and out. Love now 5 out of 10 at the free throw line. Second one good.
And that's a big hit. That was a big make right there. You need to get all the points you can get. Trading ones for threes right now. At some point, you have to get a stop.
Haynes almost lost it. Now needs some help. Theodorou, a 3. Missed it badly, and the rebound to Botts. Saves to Carrington Love, and Love is fouled by Kobre. Hands to our left, talking to Kobre.
Man, Carrington, Turner Botts on the other end with a big rebound and able to save it out to Carrington Love.
And he misses the free throw. This is starting to be a real, it's been an issue all season long for the Phoenix. And
late game. Guys aren't just, for whatever reason, tighten up a little bit late game.
Green Bay calls a timeout, and we'll take one here. 28.6 seconds to play. The Phoenix lead it 92-85. We'll come back to finish it from the Rest Center. When we return, you're watching Phoenix basketball on ESPN3. Back at the Rest Center, 92-85. Phoenix with a 7-point lead. Pacific with the basketball with 28.6 seconds to play.
And now if you're the Phoenix, you're at the point where you need just a stop or two. Running the same play again.
Taylor kicks for Kobre, fires a 3 on the way. Good!
Oh my goodness!
It's a 4-point game.
He is unconscious right now, and Carrington Love gave up the ball to give it to Jordan Faust.
And Anthony Brown may be the best free throw shooter. They had a chance to foul Carrington Love, couldn't get it done. Then Faust had the ball. Not a bad guy to foul, couldn't get it done. And now Anthony Brown, who is 3 for 4, going to the free throw line.
Yeah, but Anthony Brown has not been in these type of situations at the Division I level. And Kobre, oh my goodness.
And he missed the first free throw.
And this game continues to get a little more interesting.
21 out of 41 for Green Bay at the free throw line tonight. The difference in this game has been Pacific's 22 turnovers to 9 for the Phoenix. Second free throw on the way. That one rolls out as well. You're right. Theodorou with a rebound into the front court. And what do we have? A moving screen on Haynes. And a turnover, number 23 for Pacific.
Yeah.
And Mike Burns says, who calls that?
Yeah, I didn't see it.
Must have been pretty obvious.
I didn't see it. Here it is right here.
Hands the ball off.
Oh, yeah. And like they were switching it, so that is a tough call because they were switching the screen.
I'm not sure if I'm ref and I make that call at that point of the game.
Yeah, but you know what? That's the difference between Division I refs, high school refs. They call it the same as if it was 0-0 too.
Faust couldn't get it in, has to call the timeout. And it is a 30-second timeout. Mike Burns out talking to the official out.
Yeah, that's
a quick explanation.
That's a tough call, especially with them switching that screen. Carrington Love would have stayed low regardless. And you see the replay.
One of the previous threes that went in off the glass.
Man. And
so it's a 4-point game with 9.4 seconds to go. The Phoenix trying to inbound. They had to call a timeout when they couldn't get it in.
You see Kobre again. I'm just laughing because I've been in games where guys they get on a groove like that and everything they put up feels like it could go in.
Kobre's got 25 points, 7 of 11 from 3-point range tonight, and 8 of 12 overall from the field. So Faust will try to inbound again. And here we go. To Brown in the backcourt. And Love is fouled. And he's fouled by Jason Braden, who checked into the game. 7.3 seconds to play. I mean, barring a miracle at this point, the Phoenix look like they're going to hang on.
One would assume. And you got to give credit to where credit's due as well. Jordan Faust has had some underrated aspect of the game, but outstanding inbounds as the inbounder. Great passes to keep this game moving for the Phoenix. And Carrington Love again struggling tonight from the line. It's the first one every time. He makes the second one, which would be the harder one to make after you miss.
Braden into the front court. Taylor out the screen. Cross court, skip pass. Lampkin didn't get it off. And that is your final. Well, it took a while to get there, but good effort from the squad from Stockton, California. They gave the Phoenix and Green Bay everything they could handle tonight, but wind up going home with a loss in the loss column. They fall to 1-8 on the season. The Phoenix now back over 500. They are 5-4 with a victory.
Yeah, it was an outstanding game from a basketball standpoint. Love to see these high-scoring 90-point games here in the Resch Center.
So for Cordero Barkley, I'm Bill Scott saying so long from the Resch Center in Green Bay, where the final score is the Phoenix 93 and the Tigers 88. To watch this entire game on replay as well as other games on our family of ESPN networks, log on to watchespn.com or download the Watch ESPN app. This has been a presentation of ESPN.
What's good?